Days of Our Lives spoilers: Thao Penghlis quits detergents, not returning to DOL as Tony or Andrew DiMera. Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers: May 13 to 17, Stefan conspires with Polina. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that there's some bad news to report if you've been staying on Tony DiMera or indeed Andrew DiMera to make a comeback. In an interview with Soap Opera News, Penghlis blazoned that he's leaving Daydramatizations before. It turns out Penghlis feels like he's closed that chapter of his life, so he's moving on and fastening on other effects, like the release of his new cookbook and maybe other acting places outside of detergents. While I cherish my time on the show, my life has taken a different path now, Penghlis admitted. The former Days of Our Lives star clarified that he's leaving the cleaner world and suggested about feeling taken for granted. Penghlis also indicated to having some issues with the jotting at Days, so it seems like he's rather fed up with the treatment he entered. Whatever the case, Penghlis was clear about his exit being an endless one since he verified observers had seen the last of him in Salem. Of course, it's possible Penghlis will change his mind nearly down the line. There have been other Days actors who acted like they were gone for good, only to end up returning times laterally. This is frequently a business where you can no way say no way, but Penghlis seems happy and certain of his decision for now. Naturally, Penghlis' choice to abandon detergents means he won't be returning to General Hospital as Victor Cassadine moreover. Still, that's not much of a surprise since GH formerly remaked the part with Charles Shaughnessy before Victor eventually suffered a grim fate. As for Thao Penghlis' places on Days, his advertisement makes it doubtful that Andrew will ever rise from the grave again. It wouldn't make important sense to remake at this point, so it sounds like Andrew will remain departed. Unless the show chooses to remake Tony, they'll have to work around his absence when it comes to any implicit return stints Anna DiMera might make without him. Our prognostications suggest there'll be further cast changes blazoned in the coming months, so we'll give you updates on any other appearances and goings news. Days of Our Lives spoilers say some Salem marvels are still on the horizon, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives weekly spoilers: May 13 to 17, Stefan conspires with Polina. Days of Our Lives, the acclaimed NBC Peacock Cleaner Pieces, brings yet another week full of suspension and drama from May 13 to 17, 2024. Season 59 unveils violent stories revolving around familiar Salem residers. Stephanie Johnson and Everett Lynch recall their recent hassles, stirring further conspiracy around Everett's alias, Bobby. Slum Peterson and E.J. DiMera grapple with the verity about Jude Brady, while Jada Hunter talks about her once marriage with Bobby. Nicole Walker has an unanticipated hassle with Leo Stark, and Kristen DiMera confronts Ava Vitale about the deaths in her apartment. Tuesday's Days of Our Lives occasion hints at Brady Black's possible passions for Kristen, while Marlena Evans' examinations. Deeper. In the midst of this, Teresa Donovan expresses her want to reunite with Alex Kyriakis, and Tate Black confronts Holly Jonas about her silence. The riddle around Lee Shin's murder continues as Rafe Hernandez and Stefan DiMera join forces to clear Gabby Hernandez's name. The week ends with Steve Johnson pressing Ava for Clyde Weston's whereabouts. Stay tuned for further drama and unanticipated exposures in Salem. Days of Our Lives. Chanel kicks Polina out on Mother's Day. Nicole's prom ban enrages Holly. Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for Friday, May 10, reveals that Chad DiMera took Thomas DiMera to the cemetery, where they visited Abigail DiMera's grave and talked about how she was still in their hearts. In the city forecourt, Polina Price suggested to Julie Williams that she wasn't feeling like a good mama this Mama's Day, but Julie allowed she was being too hard on herself. At the DiMera Manse, Chanel DiMera told Johnny DiMera that she was going to cancel her plans to meet up with Polina for a Mama's Day mess. Chanel was angry about the radiation exposure and the implicit problems that could beget for the baby, so she wound up calling Polina and bowing out under the guise of feeling queasy. Polina told Julie about Chanel canceling and acted like her son must have a spring cold wave. Soon later, Polina slogged in the DiMera mansion with inventories to help Chanel deal with her gestation symptoms, but Johnny said Chanel demanded to rest. Although Johnny politely suggested they could all hang out another time, Chanel ultimately admitted she did not want Polina there. After Chanel blustered about Polina's reckless choices and the consequences they caused, Polina got out of there in a hurry. Chanel felt bad in the fate since she broke Polina's heart on Mother's Day, but Johnny allowed she was just being honest and comforted her. Once Channel opened up about the possible birth blights, she bothered about the risk it'd take on their marriage if their child had issues and potentially demanded lifelong care. Johnny assured Channel that although children changed the dynamic of any relationship, it wouldn't affect their love for each other. Channel also wanted Johnny to be honest about his passions regarding this gestation, so he told Channel it was her body and that he'd support any decision she made. That said, this baby was created through their love, and that signified to Johnny. It signified to Channel too, so she participated some warm moments with Johnny despite all the gestation drama. Outside the DiMera man's on Friday's day's occasion, E.J. DiMera lumbered Toter Wilhelm Rolf over the phone since the DNA results weren't ready yet. E.J. pushed her Rolf to call him back the alternate he'd them. Sloan Peterson, Brady called E.J. next to contend the DNA results were going to back her up since Jude Brady really was Nicole DiMera and Eric Brady's natural child. Sloan allowed E.J. should be allowing about what came next and wondered if he really wanted to test the strength of his relationship by confessing to Nicole, who might reunite with Eric over their son. Once Sloan returned home on Friday's day's occasion, Eric surprised her by appearing shirtless in an apron and whipping out a charger of brunch delicacies. Sloan also got a Mama's Day gift, which was a topaz choker since it was Jude Brady's gemstone. After Sloan told Eric that she loved it, they wound up taking Jude out for a perambulation. At the cantina, Thomas gave Julie a manual Mother's Day present before dashing off to the kitchen since Roman Brady said he could go back there. Chad expressed his gratefulness to Julie since she'd been such a nurturing maternal presence for his family. At the bistro on Friday's Days of Our Lives show, Tate Black treated Theresa Donovan to a Mama's Day brunch, but she got suspicious when Holly Jonas walked in with Nicole and E.J. After Tate claimed he didn't plan this, Holly also worked to move Nicole. She had no idea that Tate would be there. While Holly made a sweet toast to Nicole, Theresa quizzed Tate about his forthcoming hop date with Sophia Choi and expressed how happy she was that he was moving on. Still, Holly's hopsitation didn't go over well with Nicole, who made it clear that she wasn't going with Aaron Green or anyone differently. Holly nearly didn't survive the last time she had a late-night event, so Nicole said hop wasn't passing for Holly this time. Holly flew off the handle and caused a huge scene, which left the other guests, including Tate, gaping at her. Once Holly snapped that she abominated Nicole, she ran out of the eatery with Nicole chasing after her. In the city square again, Eric and Sloan witnessed Holly ripping into Nicole, who got to live in a snug manse despite a continuance of miscalculations. Holly allowed it was illegal that she was still being penalized for what happened on New Year's Eve. Eric took Holly away to get her to cool off while Sloan spoke to Nicole next. After Nicole explained why she was forcing Holly to skip the hop, Jude woke up in his stroller. Nicole tried to speak to Sloan Mama about doing anything to help losing a child, but Sloan got her to rock Jude as a distraction from that content. Near on Friday's day's occasion, E.J. entered another call from Der Rolf, who offered updates on Jude being Eric and Nicole's natural child, grounded on the DNA results. As E.J. watched Nicole holding Jude, he murmured about being Sawyer Vander. Rolf knew about that news. Days of Our Lives spoilers say E.J.'s silence about Jude's maternity will lead to further trouble, so we'll bring you prognostications on all the mayhem. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.